Thank you, President. My question is to the Minister representing the Minister for Climate Change and Energy, Senator McAllister, and is regarding United Nations Conference of Parties number 29, COP29. Minister, COP29 marks 29 years of climate action. After 29 years, it must be starting to work. As a result of the measures implemented via COP agreements, how much have world temperatures been reduced?
Senator McAllister.
Thanks very much, President. And I think we should acknowledge that in asking this question, Senator Roberts, of course, starts from the premise that climate change is not real, is not caused by humans, and is not a problem that requires us to deal with it in any way. These are the positions he has put repeatedly.
Please resume your seat. Senator Roberts, wait until I call you. Senator Roberts, please go ahead.
Thank you. I don't need a dissertation on myself. I'm asking about temperatures.
Thank you, Senator Roberts. I'll listen to the minister's answers, but she has been answering your question. Minister, please continue.
Thanks very much, President. As I was saying, the starting point for Senator Roberts' question, as he has made very clear over his long period in this place, is that he does not believe in the science of climate change. He does not believe that that science has been demonstrated, and he does not believe that there needs to be—
Minister McAllister, please resume your seat. Senator Hanson.
I question Senator McAllister's response. Yes, it is point of order because she's repudiating Senator Roberts'
Senator
character
Hanson,
in her response.
Senator Hanson, that is a debating point. Please resume your seat. Minister McAllister, please continue.
So it's passing strange to be asked about the effectiveness of climate action because I don't believe that Senator Roberts actually wishes it to be successful. But, however, I will say this. At COP28, the information that delegates received was that the projections had been for a 4% increase, a 4-degree increase in temperature, and that had been reduced to 3 degrees based on the actions that had been taken by states to date. Now, 3 degrees average global warming is actually a very troubling number. It's a really— It offers very, very disturbing consequences for many Australians, including Australians in your home state, Senator Roberts. There is a heatwave warning in place today, of course, in the peninsula region of Queensland. There are flooding warnings in Queensland, and all of the advice before us suggests that the extreme weather events that Queenslanders are exposed to are only going to increase as a consequence of a warming climate. Now, it is in Australia's interest for there to be effective global action to contain warming. That's why
Thank you, Minister. The time for answering has expired. Senator Roberts, first supplementary.
Thank you, President. The minister seems unaware that Queensland had bigger floods in the 19th century. How many people did the Australian government send to UN's COP29? For clarity, just those your government paid for, and the cost of that, please, all up, including travel, accommodation, wages and expenses.
Thank you, Senator Roberts. Minister McAllister.
Thanks, President. I think, as the senator will know from when previous questions of this kind have been asked at estimates, the complete costs associated with travel to events such as these, multilateral forums, are generally not available until some time after the travel has been completed.
Senator Roberts, wait until you're called. Senator Roberts, second supplement. Senator Roberts, I've not finished. It's not like you. Senator Roberts, second supplementary.
Thank you. The communique from COP29 released overnight announced developed nations will ramp up annual payments to pay $300 billion annually in 2035, supposedly to meet the cost of transitioning developing nations, including India, with payment a combination of public and private money, loans and grants. Media reports suggest Australia's share is $8 billion. I don't see a government statement to that effect. So, Minister, how much taxpayers' money will be sent overseas as grants to discharge our obligation under the agreement made at COP29?
Thank you, Senator Roberts. Minister McAllister.
Thanks very much, President. Well, Australia does welcome the outcome at COP29 in Baku to agree a new finance goal to support developing countries. This goal was incredibly hard-fought, and it is not everything that everyone wanted. In fact, people wanted a range of outcomes, and there was, as there is always in such forums, a compromise. But it is an important step to support emissions reduction and development goals around the world. Now, we are proud to be back as a constructive actor on the world stage. It safeguards our national security, and our goal is to accelerate our transformation.
Minister McAllister, please resume your seat. Order. Order. Senator Canavan, I've called order 3 times. I've called you to order, and you've completely ignored me. Your interjections have completely drowned out the minister. Now, you either listen in silence or I invite you to leave the chamber. Minister McAllister, please continue.
As I've frequently said to Senator Roberts and others in this chamber, it is in our interests as a nation for there to be effective action to limit global warming. And I will say we are now cleaning up the mess that was left by 10 years of the Liberals and Nationals making a mockery of our position on the world stage.